It's scary. So, I'm a Zennial, right? That's right between Gen X and Millennials. I sit right between the two. Um, what's scary is my generation is the first generation where we actually have witnessed, you know, adults or schools or educational systems stop teaching major things that affect your everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy that um, we have adults out here that can't read cursive, can't read or write cursive. Like, that's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. And it is done by design because a lot of the old rules and the old laws and the old accounts and stuff that um, go against what we've been told as far as the historical records of this country are written in cursive. And not only are there a lot of them written in cursive, a lot of them actually written in Latin as well. But that's another story for another time. So I have a grandbaby on the way, and I was in Barnes and Nobles, and like I said, got this book here. One of the books I grabbed from Barnes and Nobles, the Tao. But when I was in there, I found a series of books that I like, and I want to go ahead and get, so I can go ahead and read to my granddaughter, in the future. And I'm definitely going to make sure that I teach her cursive, teach her to read and write cursive, because it's become a lost art, but it wasn't even an art. You know what I'm saying? Like, there aren't too many people anymore after my generation that could actually read the Declaration of Independence because it's written in cursive. You have to rely on technology to interpret stuff and to rewrite stuff, but that's the easiest way for, mistranslations and shit like that to happen. So I think that's something that needs to be, stressed. You know what I'm saying? The schools aren't going to teach your children, and we got that. So you have to teach your children these things so that they won't get played. We have adults out here that can't read an analog clock. You can't read a clock when it was sitting on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just like, I don't know what the big arm or the little arm do. And I'm just like, what the hell's going on here? Like, we even have adults. We have adults in their 20s that can't count money, can't count actual money. And you know what? For my generation, we're the pioneers of this technological age, right? So we have both sides. We have the analog side and we do have the digital side. So if some shit was to shut off right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, we would still be able to survive. We know how to get going, because when we were kids, you know what I'm saying, we were children before social media, before the internet was a thing, So we can survive without a phone. We can survive without internet service. We can survive without, GPS. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, because when I think about it, when cell phones came along, before cell phones came along, and we had house phones, you knew everybody's phone number in your family, even your friends, right? You knew everybody's phone number by heart. And now, if you lose your phone, you probably could only remember like one or two people's phone numbers in your entire contact list. And who knows, you might even have 100 contacts in your phone. You know what I'm saying? So it started with us. And we're just old enough now to where we're able to see the effects of what it has done to society and to our children. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all. Luckily for me, my daughter, she can read and write in cursive. You know, she was the last generation that they taught in school cursive. And, I told her, like, you're going to have to make sure that, your children can read, write cursive and can read maps and, count money, read clocks, stuff like that. Know how to do some analog stuff, because this age, we rely so much on digital everything just for our life source that if it was to go down right now, like, how many of us would know how to survive or remember how to survive? You know what I'm saying? I just think it's crazy. It's just something I was thinking about. Let me know what y'all think.